Listen, this video was designed to encourage you as we go into a new year. So let's get right to it. All right, my name is Morris Mo Brooks. If you do not know, um, please like and subscribe. You know what I'm saying? No fluff around here. I like to jump right into the content. I'm so excited about the new year. New Year's is one of my favorite seasons, holidays. It probably is the favorite. Why? Is because it marks a new beginning, a fresh start. It marks the end of something and the beginning of something else. And a lot of times in life, we cannot experience the new unless something ends. There's a phenomenal book called Necessary Endings that I want to encourage all of you to read, to look at, because it shows the importance of endings. Everything is not meant to last always. Every relationship is not a lifelong relationship. Some relationships are meant to end so new relationships can form and begin. Man, I'm going in already, and this ain't got nothing to do with what I'm talking about. But I'm really talking about 2024, the upcoming new year, and I want to share with you some things that I've learned, I've experienced, and I want to encourage you going into this new year, whatever that may look like. So let's just get right into it. And this is kind of me talking to myself, but I'm talking to you. I'm kind of allowing you and letting you in a conversation that I've done between myself, between God, um, in our secret place. I'm kind of letting you inside of this. And as we enter this new year, and I hope that you are encouraged and you are geared up and fired up for the new year as well. I usually do a lot of resolutions. This year, I'm doing no resolutions, y'all. Zero resolutions. I do have some things I want to accomplish, I want to do, but I'm not starting them January 1st. I've already started them, right? There's some new habits I've already begun working on already. So I'm not doing any, New Year resolutions or goals, or I'm not doing any of that stuff because I'm really after a consistent lifestyle change. And man, my bad, y'all. A consistent lifestyle change. And so here we go, man. First thing is, and this is just on me, and this might encourage you going into 2024. Got to stop running from the calling. Got to stop running from the calling. Look, you know, I think I've been running from the calling just a little bit, and I'm not like, I know what I'm called to do. I know who I'm called to be, and I've been running from it a little bit. What does running from the calling to me? It looks like here here's the calling. This is what God has called you to do. Whether He's called you to lead, to preach, to heal, to prophesy, to love, whatever the calling is, whoever He's called you to, right? Running from the calling is almost like, okay, God, I'm going to do the calling up until where I'm comfortable to. Or I know what I'm called to do, and I know the preparation it takes for me to pursue the calling, or the activities I got to do, or the person I need to become to fulfill that calling. Yeah, I'm going to relax on that. All right. I'm just being transparent. I'm being honest. You know what I'm saying? I'm not going to actually do the habitual things I need to do to become the person you called me to become, to fulfill the calling you have on my life. That's running from the calling. It could be as simple as you're supposed to go to sleep at a certain time, 9, 10 o'clock. You're supposed to wake up at a certain time, and you're supposed to do certain activities when you wake up at that certain time that feeds your calling, that grows you as a person. Nah, I ain't gonna do that. That's running away from the calling, right? You're supposed to upkeep your body to a certain standard and a certain level that you may have energy to do the calling. so you can have the focus, the mental power to do it, so you can have the rest to do it. Nah, I'm going to stay up late. I'm going to eat these terrible things. So now when it's time for me to study, when it's time for me to pray, when it's time for me to go serve someone, I literally don't have the energy or the capacity to do the thing I'm supposed to do because I'm not taking care of my body, because I'm not exercising, I'm not eating right, my dopamine centers is all fried because I've been on the phone 24/7 scrolling. All those things to me is running from the calling. And God is like, listen, I got it right here. Stop running from my calling. Okay. So I'm going to stop running from it. I'm going to receive and accept. I'm going to receive and accept it. Let's just say it like that. Okay. I don't know where that's going to lead to, but I know the things that I have to do that I'm supposed to do to fulfill my call. I'm going to do those things and stop doing it. And start doing those things. I've already started. Okay, I'm excited. And as you know, I really have slowed down on my YouTube videos for the whole 2023, partly because I understand there's some things internally in my character. There's some things that I have to repair and I had to fix and I had to go through. And I think I just went through maybe one of the last phases for this season and this time period. There will be more phases and more work to do on myself. But I had to really do that work before I could get back on here and doing the videos again. So I'm back. I'm back in my bag. All right, we about to go get it. Okay. So stop running from the call. And maybe that's some instruction for you. You got to stop running from the calling. All right. You've been called to something great, something powerful, something supernatural, something bigger than yourself. You have to stop running from that calling. I don't know what the calling is, though. See, and that's where, I wish we could spend some time talking and having some dialogue and back and forth to help you figure out what is your calling, what you're called to do. But one thing I know about purpose, and you'll hear me saying this more, that all of us, I feel like pretty much, we got the same purpose and calling pretty much. That's to help human beings and to help people. The question is where the calling and the assignments and the purpose comes in is what is the vehicle or in which way are you to help people? Or who are the people you're supposed to help? Those questions help you get down to the nitty gritty and help you narrow your focus. Like the Apostle Paul in scripture, he was called to preach the gospel and minister to the Gentiles. Okay. Even though he really wanted to minister to the Jews or his people, the children of Israel, God called him to a specific people, to a specific locations and all that stuff, right? His calling to the Gentiles. Okay. So the question is, who are you supposed to help? Are you supposed to help single mothers or single fathers or mothers or children? You know what I'm saying? Like all these things, I don't know. God knows. Okay. Some of you may know, but you've been running from your calling. And some of us is running from even finding out our calling. Right. We don't know our calling because we don't even want to spend that alone time or get that wise counsel or hear that teaching to pull the calling out of us or to reveal the calling. You know what I'm saying? So some of you might be running from the actual call, right, and not picking up the phone. Or some of you picked up the phone and was like, yeah, I'm straight on that. You know what I'm saying? So 2024, let's not run from the calling. Okay. When I say calling, I'm talking about God calling you. All right. You may believe in God. You may not believe in God, but I'm talking about God calling you. If you don't believe in God, well, you call yourself to something. You know what I'm saying? Like we all got to do good. We all got to love people. We all got to treat people right. You know what I'm saying? We all got something to do. So until you believe in God, Jesus, right? You know what I'm saying? You believe in something else, okay? Like work that in, but make sure you ain't hurting people. All right. All right. All right, my bad. Here we go. Here we go. All right, man, this is the lesson I got from India. Okay, and this blew my mind. I went to India recently, had a phenomenal experience, phenomenal time in India, life changing stuff. Okay, and in India, man, my man Amos, man, I'm butchering his name, but that's my bro. Okay, um, we was in India, we was climbing the mountain. Okay, we are up here at this waterfall. We climbed up this mountain. Look at the mountain. Okay, we're in the midst of the clouds. And it's peaceful, surreal. Just want to capture the moment real quick. It's this beautiful stuff. Listen to the water. And we're talking the Himalayan mountains. Okay, the Himalayan mountains. I had to go to the bathroom. I pulled my man over. He from the country. I said, yo, I got to pee bad. He said, all right, let's let everybody go by. Everybody went by. We climbed a little hill. We went pee in Mother Nature. Man, it was great. All right. Peeing in Mother Nature on a mountain, beautiful scenery out in India. It was wonderful. Okay. In the US, I could go to jail for that. In India, can't get me. Okay. Here we go. So after we peed, we was walking, catching up to the group, and I asked them, what about the American culture? Like, teach me something about India as a culture that you would think it'd be beneficial to me as an American citizen. And he said, the one thing that I would like to share with you is this one principle. I said, okay, what's the principle? He said, have you ever seen an Indian, someone from India, drink a bottle of water? I was like, he said, have you ever paid attention? I was like, nah, I haven't. He said, well, when they drink a bottle of water, they waterfall it. They don't put their lips on the bottle of water. He kind of looked at me. I looked at him. I said, so why is that important? Why are you telling me this? He said, we don't put our lips on a bottle of water because that bottle of water is not my water. That's our water. And if someone wants to drink our water, whether they're a friend, a foe, a stranger, if somebody wants that water, they can take a drink of that water because it's not, the water doesn't belong to me. The water belongs to us. He said it's weird for somebody in India to say, this is my car. That's weird. We don't say that. He said, this is our car. Meaning in their household is not my house, it's our house because we share everything. It's a community and we're thinking about others. And man, in 2024, I want to adapt that piece of culture to my life and to my culture, that it does not belong to me, it's ours. All right? It's ours. And that's an attitude I want to cultivate because I'm on this journey of searching, how do I adequately love people just as Jesus has loved me? I'm out to, I think that's my life mission. I'm trying to answer this question, okay? From John 13, 34, and 35, how in the world can I love you just as Jesus loved me? All right. Now, if you know anything about me, or if you know anything about Jesus, Jesus loved me through a whole bunch of mess. All right. And see, a lot of times as believers and Christians and people who follow Jesus, you know what I'm saying? We be talking about that 1990, 2000 sin. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, back when I was wild and cutting up and all that. No, 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 no. Jesus loving me through some stuff right now. And the question is, how can I love you just like Jesus loved me? How can I share with you just as Jesus has shared with me? How can I get rid of the mine mindset and adopt the mindset that this is ours? This belongs to us, and this is not mine. Man, I got little kids and they say mine, 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 mine all the time. And it shows that they're babies. They're 1.5 years old. They're little kids. But as we grow and as we mature, man, it needs to be shared, right? And India has really taught me like community on a whole nother level that I'm not even ready for, that I have to grow my capacity for because I'm so selfish and self-centered. So 2024, you might be on the same boat. I told you I'm talking about me, but maybe you could pick up something from it. I just happen to be recording myself. Like in 2024, maybe you can be like, you know what? I'm not going to be so self-centered and I'm going to think about we. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to think about us. I'm going to think about somebody might need a drink of water and I'm not going to put my lips on it. I'm going to waterfall it just in case somebody else is thirsty, because this is not my bottle of water. This is our water. All right. So, um, this is another thing. Man, forgiveness is huge. Right. And I don't think I have a forgiveness issue. Um, I don't think so. But I think one of the things I'm learning is to simply make life a little more simple and ask for what I want. Listen, this is what I want. You can say yes or no, but I'm going to ask for what I want. Right. And in 2024, I want to ask for what I want. Like, I have not because I ask not. You know, whatever that is. I don't know what it is, but I'm going to ask for it. And I refuse to manipulate you or try to manipulate God to get something I desire. I'm going to ask for it. And if the answer is yes, woohoo. If the answer is no, woohoo. But I'm simply going to ask. And I don't want to manipulate. I think growing up in this American culture, in this competition culture, in this capitalistic society, in this dog eat dog world, it's so easy to learn how to lie and to manipulate to get people to do what you want them to do. You know what I'm saying? And we could talk about this another day, the difference between influence and manipulation. And is manipulation a bad thing, right? So everything is not so black and white. Manipulation could be a good thing. You know what I'm saying? I manipulate my kids so they can go to sleep, or so they can eat their vegetables, right? So, like, is that influence? Is it manipulation? You know what I'm saying? Y'all let me know in the chat or in the comment section. But I know there could be a lot of nuances and everything is not so black and white. But when I use the word manipulation, I use it as in a harmful way or deceiving way or a deceitful way to get the things that I want to get for my own selfish reasons. I don't want to do that anymore in life. You know what I'm saying? I want to just ask. That's it. I don't even know where forgiveness came in at. I got some here in forgiveness in my notes, and yep, doesn't make sense right now. So I'm gonna keep it moving. Listen, I have to. Another thing in 2024, man, money is important, but I think money has been like too much of a god. Like, I'm done. I'm like, for real. I don't. I'm done chasing it. I'm done thinking about it. Mm-mm. I repented off that. I'm straight on it. Like, I think money, it consumes so much of us, right? Like, if you read Matthew 6, and get down to the latter end of Matthew 6, like, it's dangerous stuff. And I think, like, I just been ruled too much. You know what I'm saying? And let me just read this. Hopefully it makes sense. My lifetime, money, gifts, talents, and everything is not my own. So stop trying to keep these things to yourself and monetize it. Like, monetizing stuff. Like, stop trying to, like, monetize this stuff. Like, yeah, I got my own business, and yeah, I need to make a living, and yeah, I want to set up generation after generation after generation. But at this point, at the tender age of 34, I'm just giving that to God. Real talk. Like, you got all these YouTube videos. You got all, like, everything is geared toward, okay, how to get rich, how to make more money. Man, going to India has really changed my perspective. I'm already rich. Like, when you look at a global perspective, Man, I think almost a simple fact you're living in America almost make you rich. Like people are living off of literally $3 a day. No, like I went to a spot where the workers are working tea plantations and they're making $3 a day. That's how much they make, and they got kids. And then their retirement plan is their kids because they live on the plantation or in the area. So what happens is if a kid don't take over, they get kicked out on the street after working 30, 40 years on a tea plantation. We are filthy rich. And I think it's bananas now. I'm like, wow. What I got, the salary I make, the extra money I make on the side, that's a lot of money. I'm rich. What happens is, and why people are so happy in different countries and different areas, because they don't have access or they don't know nothing else. Some of the villages I was in, they wasn't on their phones at all. They were so locked in to growing their food, to living as a community, to laughing, to the work of their hands. They were so locked in on that. They weren't thinking about, yo, I'm not driving a nice car. They don't even they don't even want a car. They don't even need a car. They like, we're gonna walk across the street. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna ride this little moped. Like, so all I'm trying to say is that my focus can no longer be financial. You know what I'm saying? And I'm not saying like having a lot of money is evil and bad. Like I ain't saying none of that. You know what I'm saying? I'm really not. You know, like get as much money as you want. I'm just saying if in 2024, that can't be either the motive or the thought process. Like the motive has to be on the process. It has to be in my reps. It has to be into serving people and how many people can I bless and how many people I can help. And then if piles of money happen to come in, then how can I take that money and how can I serve people with that money and bless people with that money and give that money away for it can't come with me when I'm deceased, right? Like, that's what I'm on. So this new year, you know what I'm saying? Like, get your ducks in a row, get your values aligned. Like, you say you value like family, God, you value freedom, you value, I don't know, risk taking, you value laughter, you value health, right? We say we value these things, but when you look at our time and our resources and our energy, the question, do your time, resources, and energy go towards the things you say you value? And that's where, for me, it's like a no. It's like I got hypocritical values. I say I value one thing, but my time, resources, and energy goes to different things than what I said I value. And in 2024, I'm aligning that. I'm getting into alignment where I say I value God. Okay, I'm aligning my time, my resources, and my energy to reflect that, right? And anytime I talk about God and valuing God or loving God, I'm really talking about loving people because I really believe, I'm gonna be talking about this some more. Okay, this is my last 2023 rant. Okay, because really valuing, loving God, it looks like loving other people, period. All right. I'm not trying to, if you treat people wrong, disrespectfully, if you're not honoring people, if you're not esteeming people ahead of yourself, I'm sorry. If you're talking about people behind their back, you know what I'm saying? If you are cursing people and slandering them, I'm sorry. You do not know nor love God. Real talk. And I had to look in that mirror and say, God, I don't know you nor love you because I treat people terribly. Real talk. I had to do that. I treat certain people a certain way, and I treat different people another way, you know. And yes, I look at myself with a critical eye because Philippians 2 something talks about work out your own salvation with fear and trembling. So I'm looking at everything in my life and I'm being critical. You know what I'm saying? And I'm being a little harsh. And, you know, because, man, listen, I'm not trying to take that dirt nap or wake up and be like, yeah, bro, go to hell. You know what I'm saying? I'm sorry. I ain't trying to do that. Okay. No, that just pissed me off just thinking about it. Okay. I'm like real talk. Like I really want to do what's right and do what I'm supposed to do while I'm here on this earth. So yes, I'm harsh on myself, but I do not mean to project that same harshness on you. I want to walk with you. I want to encourage you. I want to help you in any way I can. So again, this YouTube channel is not about me. It's about encouraging you in your life and loving you unconditionally, whoever you are. All right. And this is important. Like for real. Like for real. Whoever you are, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter what you believe. It doesn't matter your sexual orientation or preference. It doesn't matter your past sin, present or future sin. It doesn't matter your economic status. It doesn't matter your educational background or status. It doesn't matter whoever you are. Man, I'm here to love you and to encourage you and to inspire you. So you can always come to this channel. And yes, I'm going to talk about God, but man, just because I'm talking about God, it doesn't mean I'm like cursing you to your face. You know, it's just who I believe. So I believe in God and I talk about God, you know, and that's just what it is, you know. But I'm here to encourage you, whoever you are. So you are welcome to ask me questions. You are welcome to interact with me. You are welcome just to listen and don't say nothing. It don't matter to me. You know, as long as one person is encouraged by these videos, I feel like I'm really doing my job. I'm really doing this for that one person. I don't know who you are. I don't know where you are. I don't know how often you listen, but I'm doing this for you because God got something planned for you. He got huge impact on your life. He has something on you. Oh my goodness. It's so beautiful. It's so fulfilling. Like you have so much peace and joy and power. Like he got something for you that's going to shake this world, that's going to impact families and communities and individuals and groups of people and people in different countries. God, he got something huge for you. All right. He really do. And that's who I'm doing this for, because somebody in here lacks the self-esteem, lacks the confidence, you know what I'm saying, lacks the swag, to act the discipline, to actually go after the calling you supposed to go after, answer the call and pursue the call. I'm talking to you. So go get this thing. And if I'm talking that one person, I need you to share it for another person. Man, let's go get it, man. It's 2024. Happy New Year. Let's make and listen, let me say this before I go. Okay. I love the new year, but listen, there's things in the new year. It's gonna be the roller coaster. It's gonna be ups and downs. All right. Ain't gonna be all this gonna be the best year of my life. We don't know what's on the other side of 2023. That's why it's important to be solid, to be fresh, to be energized, and to do the preparation and the things you need to do. So whatever's on the other side of 2023, you ready for it. And a lot of people are not ready for the newness that's coming their way. They're not ready for the trials or tribulations. They're not ready. And so I need you to get ready. All right. Man, y'all gonna make me shoot another video on getting ready, because hard times will come, hardships will come, tribulations and trials will come. That stuff is going to happen. You got to get ready for it. So when it happens, you can meet it with force. Okay, you can meet it with the right perspective. You can meet it saying the right words. You can meet but you got to get ready though. Okay, because the storm, it's coming. I'm sorry. Every year there's a storm. I haven't lived 1 year since 1989. There hasn't been a storm in my life. Going back to a child, middle school, high school, college, post college, there's always some type of storm, some type of drama, some type of scene with the negative key music, dun dun dun, some type of things that's frightening and scary. Something's going to happen in 2024. The question is, are you ready to meet it with force? Yeah, and get through it and overcome it. Or will it knock you out into a stupor? And if it does, we here for you. Listen, man, let's have a great year. Let's do the things we need to do. Let's get our houses in order. Let's get our finances in order, our spiritual life. You know what I'm saying? Let's declutter, throw away some stuff, clean up, clean under your refrigerator, clean behind your stove. These are just stuff I be doing.